Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Shay's Hobby Dog Bay. Okay, my 3 heart molds are finished. So I'm here to show y'all those. Okay, the first one I did is the one I like the best. It sort of came out the way I hoped it would. I had seen a video because I was searching, how to decorate heart things to give me some ideas on YouTube, watching the videos about it. So I seen one where, now I'm not going to show it to you exactly, and I don't remember the video, the name of it, or the channel name, or anything like that, but they took some yarn and they took a pencil and they laid the yarn the length of the pencil to the top. So this would be the pencil's like this. The top end of the pencil's here and the writing part's down here. They did the length, the same length of the pencil, but then they started wrapping the yarn around the top of the pencil over onto that length of yarn that was there, so it was like it was holding it there. And they wrapped it all the way down the pencil. Then, now it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if somehow they tied it off and then they were able to pull it off the pencil, or they just pulled it off the pencil but yet it stayed together. And anyway, somehow then they cut the string. I think they cut the string, so that was left over, plus the little bit hanging at the end, after they slipped it off the pencil, they were able to bring those two together and tie them, and it brought it into a little round circle. But mine didn't turn out the best. I wished that had been pretty like those I seen on the video, but oh well, anyway and all. And then I tried to make like a tassel or a tassel, however you say that. Mine is not really very well made. It's not put together good, and I think they could very well come undone. I got them glued on here. I hope it don't come undone, but there you go. So this is the first one. So this is a purple doily, crocheted doily. And then this is the round things I was telling you about, and I got a little one in the middle. And it just so happened, the size that they ended up being, this is a real small one. These are a little bit bigger, and then these two are even a little bit bigger. So it just so happened that it's narrow at the top, and it spreads out at the bottom. And I can put that in the middle, and which makes it kind of look like a flower, right? And then the tassel ended up, I could lay it there at the end, the bottom of it, and it's like the stem of the flower or something. That's how I see it anyway. So then I put on the corners, because the mold, I'll show you the back of the mold. See here, it's a square, so it comes out up here. So I laid those, hang on, a sneeze is coming. So sorry, y'all. So anyway, yeah, it's a square down here. So I also glued this on the back to be the hanger, to hang it up by. But the corners, I had 4 of these, I don't know what they're called, rosette things. And so I glued 1 each on the corners. Now the bottom corners is bigger than the top corners, and that's why it ended up like that. And so the lace covered those up more. So as you can see, because they actually have like this one has a star shape and this one has a little bitty heart shape, and I didn't want to do nothing with them, so I was covering them up. And then you see how the top corners is smaller. So I glued those on there, and then I took this lace, and this is all of this kind of lace that I had, and I glued it around as a trim, and it didn't quite meet right here. So then I took this other little thing and glued it there to kind of cover and hide that, even though it's still like this right here. See there, you can see. And this is mine. I'm going to hang it up on my wall when I can get into my craft room when Elizabeth gets out into her house, which I don't know when that'll be. It'll be forever. So what I'm going to do right now, I am going to put thumbtacks up on this wall right here above the table. And I'm going to hang them up there just to have somewhere to keep them until I can get moved in my room. Because I don't have any more storage space. Running out of room, peeps. Running out of room. So this is my first one. Tell me what y'all think. And at the end, I want y'all to tell me in the comments which one y'all like the best. That laptop's about to fall off there. Jiminy whiz. Alright, so I'm going to lay that one up there. Now the second one I made, it didn't come out the way I thought it would. And it was hard to get them on there and glued on there and to stay stuck on there. To be honest, the top ones, I actually had to later on, after I had let it set and dry, I had to later re-glue some more of the top ones on there good. But it's just not, it kind of lost the shape of the heart, which that did too, really. I thought they were all going to keep their heart shape. The only one that's kept its heart shape is the last one. But anyway, so it's kind of hid. It just looks like a square. It's kind of hid the heart shape in a way. But this is what I done with this one. I just had a bunch of these, what do you call them? They're not paper flowers. Are they fabric material? Cloth flowers? What would you call them? But anyway, it's just like the petals. And so I just started, and they were all different kinds. So you can see here I put these animal prints in the middle, and then I had all these different colors around, and I put them. And see, that even looks retarded there. Anyway, and then it did have some, I had some green leaves, so I stuck them like there. And both corners don't even match good. So one's down lower than the other one. And then I did this on the back again for the hook. And it's just, you know, you can see on this side, you can see the little heart and the little star. But I'm okay with that. I'm just going to hang it up. I'm also hoping these don't come unglued and fall off. So that's the second one I done. Okay. The third one, it's kind of odd. I really like it. Now, the first one is my best one, and I guess this would be my second one. That third one, it's the second one I made, but I'm doing the order of how I like them. It's okay, you know. Okay, this is weird, the way I'm fixing to explain this one. I really like it, but yet I am a little bit disappointed in it. Is that possible? Okay, when I started out, what I had imagined, it didn't turn out anything like what I had imagined. So y'all have seen me wrapping the twine around the little wood pieces. I had imagined straight wood strips going across. Because I wanted to do it like across this way. And then I wanted to do some across this way. Kind of like a checkered. Is that what you call that? But yet, you know, it'd be spaces between and you could see them. Like this, but a bunch of them this way and a bunch of them this way, you know. Didn't work out like that. And then when I first started, then I was thinking, well, it's a heart shape, so I'm going to have to start up like in the top corner of the heart. So I'm going to have to do them this way and then come down straight in the middle with that. So I started trying to do that. But the wood pieces, you know, this was the wood pieces on my basket kit that I was going to make the basket. And they were already rounded and were meant to be wet so they could round and bend more. These sticks would not straighten out for nothing. So they kept their little rounded shape. And so that's how they got glued on the heart. So they had some red ones. So I did the two top parts of the heart and kind of right in the middle between those red. Then I took the plain wood ones that I wrapped the twine around and I did them down at the bottom. This is how it turned out. Now it's kind of crooked. They're not all straight. Now if you look at it like this, you can see this one. I started out, I kind of wanted to do them all on the top going across, all of them. But then when, like I said, you see this one has a more rounded than this one. But when I started trying to do these across on the top, like I said, they were rounded, they wouldn't flatten out, so therefore I couldn't get them to glue on there because they wouldn't straighten out to glue the ends on there, right? So then I said, well, let's keep the shape and let me glue them down in here. So that's what I started doing. But yet they're not all quite even. You can see they're crooked. And then there's the twine ones. And oh, all of these were perfect. I did have to sit and hold them each for a while to get the glue set in and stuck there. But when I got to these, for some reason on these, they didn't want to glue, even with me sitting there while holding them. They didn't want to glue down. I had to. Matter of fact, I started switching back and forth. Because I was at first using my tacky glue. And it did good for these. When I got to these, like I said, it didn't want to do it. So I switched to my glossy accents. I thought maybe it would work. It didn't work. I switched back to tacky. Some of them did then, kind of like maybe both of those glues together helped out. I don't know. Then on the very last, especially this little booger, oh my word, it did not want to glue and stick in there, and it kept falling and getting crooked, and it was aggravating me. I ended up getting, I say Elmer's glue, but it's really not Elmer's, it's a different brand, but it's this white school glue. And using that, and it finally stuck and held in place there. But there you go. And then I put twine on the back to hang it up, and that's what it looks like from here. Now, I did want to cover all of this up. So, I've got some burlap that has lace in the middle of it, and I was going to use that. But I was thinking that I could do like, because I really wanted these corners covered up big time. So, I was thinking maybe, and it's kind of a wide piece, so I was thinking I could glue a piece this way to cover that up, and then glue one this way to cover that up. And then take one and glue it this way. But these are smaller, as you see. And it would have been, you know, really nothing would be covered up in here. The points of the burlap would be sticking out on each side, you know. But I couldn't get the things to glue down. And I used all the different glues. It would not glue down on here for the life of me. You can see all the glue where I tried my best to do the gluing? It wouldn't do it. I got fed up and aggravated with it. I just quit and I said, oh well, it's done. I can't get nothing around it. I guess it'll just stay like this. So that's what I did. But I do still like it, even though I kind of would like to have all that plastic on the sides covered up. You know? I think it's cool. So I'm going to hang them up. Once I get them hung up and here on the wall where I'm going to be storing them till I can get in my craft room. On another video later on, I'll show y'all them hanging up. But in the comments below, let me know which one y'all like the best. And this is how they are. Number 1. Sorry. My sinus is draining. Number 2. And number 3. So let me know if you like 1, 2, or 3 in the comments below. And that's all I have for you for now, so I will say, out of here until next time, I'm done. I'm going to toodaloo.